Sorry. Thank you for joining me today. Appreciate it. What happened, man? You okay? I'm fine. I'm just not in a positive mood. I had a trying mental day yesterday, and I woke up. I'm just trying to get in, but normally Fridays are positive Fridays. We only talk about positive things and blah blah blah. And I'm hoping it happens. I got out of the house. I went to Dunkin' and to the library this morning. It's been raining for like, I don't know. It's been raining all since Sunday night when we got home. So there's Mr. Frank, and resubscribing for the first of 5 times this week. You look like what I imagine George R. R. Martin looks like. He's a little heavier than me. We're both Jersey guys, though. I mean, there is that. He also wears that hat. I don't think I could get away with that hat. I'm also very scruffy. I haven't shaved in like a week. There's Nick Zinn. Rumor has it you'll be performing Jesus Christ Superstar in its entirety today. I'm going to tell you. My mother, when we were children, my mother loved that soundtrack and the movie. And she would play it constantly. Constantly. It was a double album. I remember it was brown. It was a double album release. And she would play it all the time. And then here's the funny part. One day in the 80s, I am playing Black Sabbath's Born Again. Okay? And my mother, I'm playing it very loud, and she knocks on the door, and I open the door thinking she's going to yell at me to turn that shit down, and she says, "Who is singing on this?" And I said, "Ian Gillan." And she says, his voice is very, very familiar. I said, "I didn't know you were a Deep Purple fan. He sang for Deep Purple." And she said, "No, I'm not. I'm definitely not a Deep Purple fan." But she knew Deep Purple. In fact, she had Machine Head in her album collection. Jesus Christ, who the hell do you think? I get it. And then she went and she, eventually, a couple more times I listened to it, she said to me, "That's the same guy who sang on the soundtrack for Jesus Christ Superstar." I said, no, there's no way. This dude's in Black Sabbath, and this is obviously 80s, way before the internet. Life was simpler then. We took out the album, and then we put the album back on, and holy crap, it was Ian Gillan singing on that album. So that was interesting when I read his autobiography, which he swears he wrote himself. Him and Geezer Butler both wrote it themselves. No, not Terry Gilliam. That's the guy from Monty Python. And he talks about doing the soundtrack, not the movie. There was a time before the internet. I mean, listen to you young kids. You don't remember that. Actually, my kids don't remember that. My son, the oldest, was born in '96. So, I enjoy Alice Cooper's "Person of Herod" song. I think Alice Cooper at that point was doing the Muppets, wasn't he? Man, if I could just open this effing thing. There we go. I did not write yesterday. I figured it was version. Like a version. I get it. I'm going to have some Dunkin' Iced Coffee matcha. Or as you young kids say, mocha. Back in my day, it was matcha. It was never matcha. So good. Forgot I had that. So yeah, so I did not write yesterday at all. I was just in a mood all day, and I don't know why. I think it's because my wife went to her mom's yesterday, so I saw her briefly in the morning, and then I won't see her again until like late Sunday night, which always sucks for me. It's either that I'm going to kick ass and get a lot done, or I'm going to get nothing done. Yesterday was a I got nothing done. I was feeling a kind of way. Thank you for saying that generally subjective way of talking. And yeah, so I was just like, and a couple times I was like, I'm gonna go on. No, I'm just not gonna write. I did some emails and stuff in the morning, and then that was it. And then I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Then I was like, I gotta find something to watch. I need something to waste time. Something other than like a 2 hour documentary. I need a series. I need a brand new series I gotta watch. Something my wife would never watch. So I went through Prime and I saw the show From. From. Excuse me. Has anybody watched this? It is a sci-fi horror series. Third season comes out. The end of this month starts. It's a continuing one from the last 2 years. Never heard of it. And I was like, let me give this a shot. And I ended up watching, I think there's 10 episodes a season. I watched the first 5 episodes last night. And I was like, you know what? This is not bad. It's people trapped in a town, and there's like vampire evil people living in the woods that come out only at night and kill anybody who's around. Made pretend. Yep. So I watched that. I thought it was pretty good. Supposedly it's award winning or some shit like that. I don't know. Never heard of it. But I got 15 more episodes to watch, which is good. So I'm like, you know what? If I watch 5 of these a day, it will kill 5 hours a day of my time. I didn't stop watching it. It hit like 10 o'clock last night. I was like, I can't watch this anymore. It's dark out. This might be real. What if one of these creatures knocks on the window? It freaks me out, you know. Oh, there's a new shark movie on Hulu. Need to look. Get you. Yeah, I'm gonna need the name on that. I'm gonna need the name on that right post haste. So it feels good just to be around people, even though you guys are something in the water. I'm gonna write that shit down. Something in the water. Is it good? Have you seen it, or you're just throwing it out there because it's out there? I've been struggling for crap to watch. I just keep winding up watching Godzilla movies on Pluto. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff taped. So, we were in Nashville for 5 days. So all the stuff, like a week's worth of shows piled up. And then me and my wife, because she was, Sunday we came home late. Monday she had stuff to do till late. Tuesday she worked till late. Wednesday we got to watch a couple of quick shows, but then she was gone. So things are piling up. We got like 30 episodes of various things to watch. But I need stuff that I can watch, because everything there, I watched Destination X, Expedition X. They were in Savannah this week. Phil and whatever the new girl is, she's no Chobot, but she's too she's too hyper when it comes to everything is a ghost. And Phil's trying to disprove it. She's like, no, that was a ghost. Well, it could have been dripping water. That wasn't dripping water. Like, she gets all mad and stuff. Throwing it out there. All right, well, you know what? I might watch that this weekend then. Or as soon as I get off Twitch, who knows. I watched some of the new 30 for 30 and Untold Docs on Netflix. Those are pretty good. A lot of those are pretty good. So a lot of those are I watched the I tape them when they come up on like on ESPN. I think I another one to watch. I don't even know what it's even about. I watched the Michael Chang one, the tennis player one. That was pretty good. I'm not a tennis fan, but his story was pretty good. I'll watch any of those. Oh, you got one about cricket? I'm going to watch it. I watched the McNair one you mentioned. Did you enjoy it? I watched the best one on there is the Hockey Riot one. Just because those people are just so dumb. Not all hockey fans, just Vancouver hockey fans. So I have to, I'm still ahead with my word counts, but I know in 2 weeks on the 18th to 22nd, I will be in Tampa at the NINC conference. So I have to get a few days ahead. Is the goal. Air McNair. Get it? Thank you for resubscribing for the first time this week, Mr. Frank. I never called him that. So yeah. I guess football started last night. I don't even care. That doesn't even faze me. With the new direction for your career post Nashville trip, will you be aiming for a lower yearly word count? That is an interesting question. No, I still want to hit the 400, which I have less than a month now to do, but I should get there, not a problem. I just might be more short stories than actual books. Like I have 2 other 6-book series that I want to write, crime thriller series that I want to write, tied into the Dirty Deeds, First Coast, and all those. And right now, I'm not scheduling those for next year. If they start, they start. If I get a book here or there, but otherwise, I'm still going to do 3 books with Tom, hopefully, every year. So that's 90,000 words right there that I have to write my half of those. And I've jotted down ideas for my Southern Gothic noir. Kind of created a character for it. So I'll be playing with that, but I'm going to take my sweet time on that. Excellent question. It's an excellent question. And then, then I drink a lot of coffee, and I brew my own coffee. Yesterday I made a full pot of coffee. I don't know why. I normally do a half a pot. 2 cups. And I did the whole thing 4 cups, and I drank 1 cup yesterday, and then just in the morning, and then just I was in a mood. I totally forgot. And then this morning when I got up, I was like, why is there still coffee? Oh, because I never drank. I wasted 3 cups of coffee. The question is almost Mondo Method mailbag. It is. It is a great question. Can you follow up with an espresso gurgle? I don't remember what the machine died. Damn it! I need a new espresso machine. So there you go. People are just randomly coming in and like, "What? Why is he making coffee noises?" Because that's what we do here. I won't say it looks like you're doing bong rips, but I'm not. But you know what? It might, looking like it might. Yeah, it does. Where's the coffee tip jar? I could say something rude, but I won't. I left the house this morning. Again, 2 days. No, I didn't leave the house yesterday. 2 days this week. Went to Dunkin'. Cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese. I was waiting for them to go. It's very the one over here is very slow, and it's just a drive-through one. You know, there's no inside, and there's like 12 people inside. But no, every time you go and you order like a bagel, they always pull over and block traffic coming in and out of the Winn-Dixie, and then in like 10 minutes we'll run you out a freaking bagel. And I was waiting for it this morning because I'm in a mood, and the girl there was two other cars lined up for orders, and I was like, here we go. Where am I? I don't even know where I'm even going to park here. I was going to block the road coming and going. But nope, got my coffee, and I even got my bagel. Like, boom, right away. I was like, all right, this is going to be good. Went up to the library, grabbed a couple of books. So obviously something that people have been telling me to read, and I read some short stories many, many, many years ago. And I didn't realize at the time that they were considered Southern Gothic. Flannery O'Connor short stories. And that's kind of the basis for S.A. Cosby. S-Dog told me that's the start. Like, you gotta start reading from there. And so I grabbed a couple from the library that are in, went and picked them up. Not a problem. Came home. The little Chinese lady is out here jogging this morning, which is pretty good. She's wearing tight shorts, wedged up her butt with flower prints on them, and a sports bra, matching sports bra with flowers on them. And she'd been running since I saw her out there about 9 o'clock this morning, and I think she just passed a couple minutes ago. So she's out there for hours because it is only 83 degrees out, but it's humid. But it's better than 97 degrees out, I guess. If it wasn't so obvious you were just making coffee, obviously I was making coffee, right? I mean, that's a universal sign of making coffee. So I have a lot to read. I'm not gonna push it to start writing on this other thing. I'm just kind of taking notes as I come along. So one of the things I learned from another author I talked to, I don't know if I brought this up, but they would write like I write. So they would just, they're pantsing through a story, a book, and they don't tell anybody about it. And then his wife is first reader like my wife is. And so he would just finish, all of a sudden he's like, here's 80,000 words. And I want you to mark it up and let me know your thoughts on it, which is what I do. But he said by talking to a couple other authors who kind of do it the same way, he devised a new strategy, which was every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, he would write or have written a new chapter in that book. And then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, when his wife got home from work, he would give her the chapter, just that one chapter, and say, here, read this. You know, it's 1,500 words, 2,000 words. Read this, mark it up, let's talk about it. And he would not write the next chapter until she gave him notes and everything else. And I thought that was brilliant. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just write short stories, short chapters, and then give them to my wife and let her, instead of me handing her an entire book, and then, you know, then she does this. Then it's this thing is back, and it's like, okay, here's all the edits, and here's all the markings in the book and stuff, all in one shot. And then if something kind of goes off the rails like it does, then I got to go back and do a rewrite of certain parts. Whereas this way, she can say this doesn't make sense, or this character doesn't make sense, or whatever. So with this book, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try something new, something different, and see what happens. And if I can give her, if I can give her a chapter nearly every night when I know she's home, and then still write my other stuff, I think it'll be good. I'm also shooting for about 85,000 words on this. They say the sweet spot is 63,000 words for thrillers, but crime thrillers, I'm hearing, is 80 to 85. And also with this one, the goal is to send it to agents, to find myself an agent. And so it's kind of the opposite. Who are they? You know, they, as in the collective they. Clergymen usually is they. That's why I refer to all clergymen and all massage parlor owners as they. They as in the people that are making money doing this, rather than us, who are the people that are not making money doing this. So unlike other, it's kind of like opposite. Thriller is opposite horror. The way I'm looking at this, in many ways, positive versus negative is one of them. But like the Michael Wiley, S.A. Cosby, S-Dog, Harlan Coben, any of these people, they start out with getting an agent and getting a Big Five publisher or one of their imprints to release their books. And as long as they sell books, they stay in that top tier, which is very good advances, marketing, promotion, all of that. And then as you slip, now this isn't all authors, but this is the bulk of them. I'm from listening on panels and talking to other authors all weekend. You kind of drop down to the next tier, So Michael Wiley was with Macmillan, his first book. Didn't do great. And then he dropped down to Severn, which is the top tier of that second level of publishers. So instead of going, hey, I'm just going to start with the lowest publisher. Yeah, no more tiers. Exactly. Great song. Instead of starting from the bottom, you try to start from the top. And that means getting an agent. I have no problem with that. And I'm so prolific, I can hit some of those middle ones that you don't need an agent for. It's kind of that would be one of the goals, to just write and do that. But then really just focus on that one, and it might take me years to get to there. But to write that book specifically to get an agent, and then while I'm trying to get that one bite on it, write another one and another one, and so on and so on, but still do all of my other stuff. That is the goal. So next year we're going to BoucherCon in New Orleans, and I believe the next year is in Calgary in Canada. And my wife was like, well, we're not going to go to that one. I said, well, we might, because I might be up for an Anthony Award then. You know what I'm saying? You got to be positive. Got to be positive that in 2 years I will be a Big Five published author. Good thing you've always put in the years. Thus will be a cakewalk. This will be a cakewalk. You know what? That's the goal, right? That's the goal. The goal is to show a publisher, an agent and publisher, that I'm serious and I can finish shit. Yeah, we do. Right before, actually, I was gonna say 9/11. I don't know why. Right before COVID, we actually went to get our passports because we were gonna do our 5-year anniversary. We were gonna do the Alaskan cruise, and when we finally got the appointment and went and everything, there was some kind of screw up or something. I don't even remember. I think because my birth certificate was like a copy. But I was like, I ordered it from the state of New Jersey for like $75 or whatever. who's going to give me the original? And then we just never went back, and then COVID happened. So just invite Canada to MondoCon, then you won't need a passport. That is true. I never even thought of that. So my goal, my bucket list, my big dream would be, I have to go to Canada because I'm I'm nominated for an Anthony Award or a Seamus Award or one of the other several awards. So I think that would be a good goal to have. Is it realistic at this point? No. Is it something to strive for? Yes. Is it going to be daunting? Yes, as they say, the clergymen and the other people. Canada will likely back out when they find out about the no drugs policy. Yeah, Canada is very, very known for their drugs. They probably won't want to come here. Speaking of which, I was annoyed that that person that I had begged and begged and begged to come to MondoCon for the last couple years, and then I invited him, and he's like, "Oh, I can't. I don't have any money. My car died." And then he's pretty much in the last 2 months, he's gone to, I don't know, every convention in the world. So he's in Knoxville right now at that brand new convention. He's gone to, I don't know, he's probably gone to like 10 different events. And I'm like, well, guess who's never getting invited to MondoCon? Guess who's dead to me? That was annoying. So there you go. So my goal is to be so famous by next August by MondoCon that I don't invite anybody here because I'm too famous. I don't want you people just glomming off of my fame. I might invite Frank and Nick. That might be it. 3 of us will just kind of hang out. Shelly will cook like there's 15 people here. And I'll be able to afford it, because, award winner. So that's kind of the goal. I also have a list of 5 different short story, thriller short story places that are currently open that that I'm going to write some short stories. In fact, I have a short story I started the other day, that Wednesday, that I think I'm going to work on as well. There's a couple of horror ones. I'm like, all right, I'll put these on the back burner. If I get an idea, I'll do it. But I'm trying to die to you, but it's not working. You're too frank. You're just too cute to be mad at. I mean, you're trying. You're really trying. Bigfoot thrillers, Thrillfoot. Exactly. I gotta finish these other 2 Severed Press books too. I haven't worked on the 11th book in a while. I gotta get that one done. Send it off. Although the last one hasn't come out. Let me make a note. Check on Hidden Cave, because that's been like a month. They usually really quick. Remember when Bigfoot was just a pickup truck? I do remember that. It was a big one. I remember when Bigfoot was just a state of mind. I don't even know what that means. All right, I gotta finish this page here. We can keep talking, but I gotta finish this page. All right, I did it. I did it. Remember when Bigfoot was sober? No, I don't remember that. All right, I hit my next page on that. Very happy. Very happy. Let me jump over to this short story and see where I am. Next page, Nixon! Next page. Keep that bitch warmed up, though, because I got like 4 or 5 lines here, maybe, and I'm going to get a next page on this thing, too. Already got it. Next page, Mr. Frank. Next page. I wonder where everybody is, right? We got 3 viewers, although that could... We got 4 viewers. Next page, Nixon! Haha! Next page! So I just realized, I don't know why it took me so long, that when you guys redeem stuff, it doesn't show up on the feed. So the people watching this later on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube, don't see that. So when I'm yelling stuff, Amanda Ward is dead to you. No, Amanda is not dead to me. I like Amanda because Amanda comes over and feeds the cats. So you leave Amanda alone. This character I'm writing now is named Amanda. Jelly Roll is dead to you. I haven't talked to Jelly. Where the hell is Jelly Roll? Amanda was at least in the other day. I know Tom's work is kicking his ass lately, so I don't expect him to be in. But hopefully things are going to be changing. Yeah, Lutsky totally dead. My buddy George, who popped in several times, dead to me. That weird dude who always tries to post stuff about his stories, dead to me. Detective writer, another one, dead to me. So many deadness. Chad Hoey, now Chad was in on Monday. So there was a panel I sat in, not on, I was in the audience, and the woman, which is really annoying, she said, they were talking about, thriller stuff, and they were talking about killing characters. When is it good to kill your main character, blah, blah, blah. And the woman kept saying, she said it several times, well, you don't want all of your character, you don't want your main character, you don't want your main character to be unalive. You want the character to go to the end of the book, and that, maybe they're broken, maybe something's wrong, but you don't want to necessarily unalive them. And I'm thinking, this isn't this isn't like TikTok, where you can't say the word dead. We're just a bunch of people sitting in a room, you fucking idiot. It bothered me. She said it like 8 times. The main character in Death Gets a Book dies in the prologue. So, yeah. According to her, the main character in Unalive Gets a Book is unalive. That was stupid. And then that other one, I think I texted you, Frank, which she kept saying specificity or something. She kept using the same word over and over and over. I'm like, oh, you just learned a new word, honey? Kiss, unalive. Yeah. Just stupid. Like if you want to write that, I don't recall that text, counsel. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it right now, and then I'm gonna throw it in your damn face, and you're gonna beg me. That was when I ate the pork belly. That was dinner. That was me eating hot chicken with Harlan Coben. That was me saying listen to Exodus. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Jess Lowry. Right, maybe I didn't send it to you. Maybe I just sent this to someone else. Where the hell is it? This old woman's skin is gray. Wish I could take a picture. I sent that to my wife. This woman, old woman. She was an old woman. She was gray. I mean, her skin was just gray. It just was weird. Took a picture of a woman wearing a hat, and I sent my wife thing. I said, I hate this woman already. Where is it? I want to know what the hell the lady kept saying. I had a cookie for breakfast. They had tempura shrimp. Got to talk to S.A. Cosby. Let's walk over to get pizza. Just ran into Michael Wiley. Amanda said both cats are playing with her today. There's this idiot keeps saying unalive. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, I know this is exciting, but I don't know where it is. I want to say she kept saying specificity. I don't even know what the hell that means. I didn't get a text about you eating hot chicken with Harlan Coben. No, that was for my wife, I believe. Alien, clearly. It's almost as if you didn't really send me a text message. I guess I did not send you a text about it. I thought I did. I thought I sent it to somebody. I thought I sent a text to somebody. Apparently, I was mistaken. Apparently, I was mistaken. Isn't specificity the name of a Genesis album? I would imagine it is. If not, it's definitely Genesis related. It's definitely a sounds like a Peter Gabriel album. Or maybe it's a Peter Gabriel in Genesis album. Maybe that's what we're thinking. So here's two things that I couldn't give two shits about. Oasis getting back together. Who cares? Did they have like one album and like two songs? They were more exciting because the brothers are assholes and they beat each other up. But yet they're selling out Wembley Arena like 5 days in a row or something. Who cares about that reunion? And also, for some reason, my feed the last 12 hours or so has been some chick is now singing in Linkin Park. And not like just going to Linkin Park, is singing actually in the band Linkin Park. And then some dude is drumming for them too, or something. I don't know. And I'm like, who gives a shit about them? They were 20 years ago. They weren't anything. Why are we talking about Linkin Park and Oasis? What are we doing, people? What are we doing as a country? Oh, the new single's great. Everybody's like, oh my god, she is great, and blah blah. Shut up. First, I was like, oh, Lizzie Hale joined Linkin Park. No, it's a different lady. But then the true Linkin Park fans, both of them, are saying, the other guy who I guess killed himself or something. I don't even know. I guess he killed himself because he was in Linkin Park. Yeah, they released a new song came out. They were going to tour, blah blah. Who cares? Linkin Park. There's my rant. There's my not positive Friday rant. There you go. I'm going to see Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper tomorrow. Those two have toured for like 22 years straight. You have fun. You have fun with that. Where is that? The Art Center? Where is that? Hunka Bunka Ballroom? Where they play in the Coliseum? With Ministry and someone else. I mean, name those three. You don't have to do Art Center. When's the last time Ministry did anything? Last time you heard from Al Jorgensen. If you're into that kind of music, though, Frank, which I guess you are, seems like a good show. Who else is playing with them? Filter? I saw Filter opening for Ozzy, I think, at the Art Center years ago. Nick Zinn might be opening as well. That I want to see. I want to see the Nick Zinn band. And we can chant NZB for Nick Zinn band. The Nick Zinn band, their album I Am Not a Crook. Also their hit single. Shit, it is Filter. No, it's not. You are lying. You are lying. When the hell's the last time Filter had a song out? 40 years ago? They had that one song. I can't even remember what the song is now. Isn't NZB what loudness chanting crazy nights? Are they Hey Man Nice Shot? Oh yeah, that's right. Hey Man Nice Shot, right? Which everybody said was about Kurt Cobain. They wrote it, and they said it wasn't. And I couldn't care after that. NZB. What was the MZA? Is that what they chanted in that? I remember when the album came out. I remember reading an interview with them. I guess translated from Japanese, and they said that it didn't mean anything. It was just three letters they put in there for to have a chant, and then they were going to change it to something, but they couldn't think of anything when writing um, in the studio, trying to change it to something. So they just left it. And I thought, there you go. Yeah, MZA. I think they just played so right, which became a friggin' phenomenon. We all had our MZA hats. Just look it up. Totally Filter playing also. That is funny. I'm telling you, I moved to Florida in 2001. Okay, so it had to be whenever Ozzy played. I'm gonna look this up now. Let's see if I can find this. Ozzy Osbourne and Filter. Concert archives. 1996, 28 years ago. Yep, that's got to be it. Almost 30 years ago, Filter had that one song. We probably won't go in for Ministry and Filter. Yeah, I probably don't blame you on that. No, it wasn't an Ozfest. It was just Ozzy touring with Filter opening for them. I remember it was like a last minute thing. My buddy Ron had him and his girlfriend had tickets, and she broke up with him like 2 weeks before. And he's like, "Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "You don't want to go see Ozzy?" I said, "No." He's like an old man, and that was 28 years ago. And he's like, and I also didn't have any money. And he was just like, "I'll give you, I'll if you drive, I'll pay for parking and drink, and I'll give you the ticket." And I was like, "All right." So we went. We had lawn seats. It was a nice day. I remember it was a nice day. Also remember from that concert, before the band started, they played uh, one of the songs they played was "Girls, Girls, Girls" by Motley Crue over the sound system. And these ugly little teenage girls near us, there's like 10 of them, they were all singing "Boys, Boys, Boys" at the chorus. And I remember I just wanted to punch one of them. Because that's just stupid. It's not the lyrics. I mean, they all sounded better than Vince Neil even back then, but still. Also think Take a Picture. Right. Those two songs which came out like 30 fucking years ago. I mean, good for them. They're still out there. Like, All right, everybody, listen. We're going to go on tour. Hey, Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie and Ministry. Yeah, we're going to go on this tour. We're going to do like a 25-minute set. All right. I just got to put in my vacation time for for Wendy's, because if they don't have anybody at the drive-through, I mean, I don't want to get fired. It's the only time we're making money. I have to deal with my mom. Have a good weekend. Tell your mom I said hi. Sorry. No, seriously, tell your mom I said hi. Thanks for hanging out, Nick. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm probably going to go another minute or two. And then I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go watch From. Probably 5 more episodes of From. Check it out if you haven't watched it. It's not bad. It's a good sci-fi horror thing. I only watch it I'm only going to watch it during the daytime, though. It's freaking me out, man. Then I'm probably going to listen to the new album from Filter. Now I just want to go on Spotify to just see if they actually have any new music out, or if they've just been doing the same thing over and over again. Those dudes got to be old now, right? Meh. What does that mean? Meh for which part? It sounds like you're typing R. It's just anger. It's just the anger of typing. You know, anger typing. Done. Story. Done. All right. I'm happy. Are you happy? I'm happy. You know what I'm happy about? I'm happy I'm not going to see Filter this weekend. What is it doing? Why does it jump like that? That's annoying. Frank, everybody still listening, thank you for hanging out with me today. There's a chance I'll be on Saturday, there's a chance I'll be on Sunday, but I will definitely be here on Monday. Yes, I will be here on Monday. So, have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great weekend and don't take any wooden nickels.